Hello everybody, welcome to another video here on the 67 Stang channel. I know it's been a little while since I've had one. I did warn y'all that was going to be the case, and it's still going to be a little bit before I really have any big new content on here, just because I have been so busy. I just got back from Baltimore at a conference up there, GIS Pro, where I taught a workshop, gave several presentations and all that. But that doesn't mean that I haven't been working on the car. I've done some little things here. So what I'll do here is we'll get into a quick little update on some of the things I've done, talk about where we're going and that kind of stuff. So not a lot of excitement here. Well, probably to y'all. To me, anytime I'm talking about the car, I'm excited, right? So anyway, let's get on into it and talk. Okay, so I think as we go into the updates, the first thing that we'll talk about is the Sniper. So it is still on back order. I don't really know when it's gonna get here. I've talked a little bit to Holley, and I can't remember if I've mentioned this in the video or not, but when I called Holley, they told me, oh, it'll schedule to ship on whatever dates on their website. Well, I've learned that the dates on their website don't mean diddly squat. So I was like, can you tell me more? Can you tell me like where I'm at on the list and those kind of things? And so their car's driving by. Anyway, sorry guys. So they told me that the oldest order at the time I called, and this was several weeks ago, was done in February of 2021. And that at that time, there were a total of like 212 orders that were in the pipeline that still hadn't been delivered or shipped. I ordered mine near the end of March. Right now, as of today, which is the 8th of October. Anyway, it's Friday, whatever day that is. I'll figure it out. They're showing a next ship date of October 18th. Like I said, that doesn't mean a whole lot because they've shown that, they've told me that I would be, and it never happened, and so forth, so on. So my expectation is one of two things are going to happen. First, because I'm about to go on a trip with my wife down to Disney, the one we delayed, shouldn't say delayed, shifted to because we couldn't go to Hawaii for our anniversary. We're going to Disney instead because she loves Disney. You've probably seen some of the Disney shirts I wear, but anyway, it'll ship then and come when I'm not here and can't install it because that's the way things happen. Or it's going to be more like November at least before it shows up. That's my best guess. I don't know if it's true or not. You got me, but I did want to update y'all that I still don't have the Sniper. It's still on order. It gets here when it gets here. I'm still excited about it. I think it's going to make the car run so much better, especially with the new distributor and coil and all that I've got to go with it. One thing I do need to check on is, well, I guess two things, but they're related, is do I need to put new plugs in, spark plugs, and do I need any new plug wires, or are the ones that I have on here going to be good enough? I don't know the answer to that. If y'all have any input on that, I would love to hear it. So, with that, let's come in here and talk about some of the things that I've been working on the car. Little things I've been doing here, some other little things I've found out as, just been working around. So, and then I'll tell you about something bad I did. Not to this car, to my wife's car. Anyway, so let's come in here and take a look, shall we? Okay, as we come in here, we're going to pop the hood. There we go, hood's up. Okay, so one thing I've done, I see one thing I need to do. I probably need to clean this wiring up here, zip tie that up a little bit. So that's for the hood harness. All right, so one thing I've been working on is the squirter system. Right, so here's the squirter liquid container, right? Well, the hoses for that were just, they were brittle and fried, and the squirter over, let's bring out over here on the passenger side didn't squirt. So figured it was time to replace it. So I got a kit from National Parts Depot, I believe, that had new squirter hoses. So I've got new hoses here. You see those. A new plastic Duowachi connector T, whatever that's called, and so on. So I went ahead and I, well, let me talk a little more. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's that squirter, and there's, yeah, there we go. There's that squirter over there. Okay, so I pulled those out. The one on the passenger side was clogged very badly, so I unclogged it. And I just used a little piece of wire and some brake cleaner to push that through and get that cleaned out. And then I replaced the hoses that you see here. Pretty straightforward. These come out. You can see they're just little screws there, or bolts that come out. See the one over there? Pull out, clean them up. They're actually brass underneath. And I did paint the outer ones here to match here on the cowl. So I actually cleaned and sprayed the cowl down with some paint too to make it look nice. Of course, I think I'd already done a video about replacing this weather stripping. So then I ran new wires. Now, one thing I didn't want to do, and I should have done this when I was rewiring the car and had the whole interior pulled out and all that, I should have run the wires. So the tubes that run back up there through the firewall. So they run through the firewall there, and then they go into, let's see if I can get down in here. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it because I don't have, well, let me get a light. I'll be back and get a light. Okay, so they run up. If you see that pedal right there, so that is the squirter pedal, and when you click, press it up and down, it actuates the pump that's up back in there that squirts through. So hopefully you can see, and I can't really see what you can see because I'm trying to do this, but those two tubes come through and then connect up to the pump back up in there. So yes, it would have been a lot easier when I had all of the stuff out to be able to get up under there to replace those. So luckily the tubes that go through the firewall are not in too bad a shape, and they weren't too bad, so they're fine, they'll work. And the squirters now work, which I guess I can demonstrate here for you. I don't have the car turned on and the batteries unplugged, so the wipers aren't going to work, but I should be able to. You can see the passenger squirter's working and the driver squirter's working. So yay, that's done. Now what I did find is that the wipers, which are supposed to automatically, if there's power, actuate when I press the pedal, aren't working. The switch up here does work, but it doesn't return the wipers back to zero, or back to where they are now. So that tells me I've got something wrong with that connection. It probably happened when I rewired the car, so I need to fix that. Still don't have the instrument gauge working yet either, so we'll have to take care of that. But ooh, look at that new door panel. Doesn't that look good? Okay, so we got that going. Now to get out of the car. Ooh. Sorry, getting the light out. Okay. Shut the door. Okay, so the other thing I've been doing is doing a little bit of body work. So I've been working here on trying to knock this crease. There was a crease that ran right in here, and so I've been trying a little hammer and dolly work to knock that out. I'll try to insert a image of what it looked like before, but you can see that I think, and hopefully, to me it looks a lot better. Again, if I can get an image of what it looked like before, maybe you can tell that. But for somebody that's never done body work and trying to get that out, I tell you, it's a lot smoother. And this was actually folded in on itself a good bit, so there's some folds that I was able to unfold and knock out a good bit just using some cheap body hammers and whatnot and some wood. So that was pretty exciting. What other things have I done under here? I did clean that up. So I did find something neat. So back here, I don't know if you can kind of see back in there, there's a bar right there. So I think originally this car had the bag, and this was that bar that had the hooks that the bag held onto, and somebody later replaced it. I'm not sure if it was my dad or the Rosenbergs or whatnot up there, but anyway, so now we have this, but that's fine. What other things have we done here? Oh, yep, I've been also working this dent out here. So I think I've shown that before. So again, kind of continuing some of those functions there. So yeah, just a little work being done on the car. I need to find out, there is still a transmission leak at some point. I got to get up under there. And this is a C4 3-speed automatic transmission. So you can see I've got this up under here, but I've got, you can see the transmission fluid there. I'm not entirely sure where it's all coming from, but I got to fix that. I also have a slight oil leak coming from the drain plug up there. It doesn't seal up quite as well. It's the original oil pan, but it's a new drain plug I put in there a while ago. So anyway, do that. And then the other thing I need to work on up under here is the emergency brake. It's not working, so I got to figure out what's going on with that. I think part of it is this has some U-bolts that clip part of the cabling together, and one side of one of the U-bolts in the back is messed up, and I think I need to work on the tension and some other things there with that to keep it there. But so these are other things I'm going to try to work on here soon. So anyway, with that, guys, we're going to call it a video. I know it's very short compared to others I've done, but I just want to give you a quick update on where the car is. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of intermittent videos as I'm waiting for parts, as I'm trying to find time. Said I do have another full-time job, has nothing to do with cars and all that, so I've been very, very busy. So anyway, with that, guys, hopefully you're happy with the update. You like what you've heard. You know, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or anything about the car, please leave those in the down below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you like the channel, want to learn more about what's happening with the car, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification button. All of that helps drive more traffic to the channel. And please don't forget our merch store. Right, I've got some shirts and hoodies and coffee cups and mugs, both with the shirt you've seen in the past, that graphic that Andrew created from Grease Ricky Garage, as well as a couple other things I've created about what it takes for the old running these old cars. The whole work, sleep, buy parts, put them on, go back through that whole cycle, whatnot. Kind of fun. And whatnot. So please don't forget that. All the money that we make, which we don't make a lot, goes back into the car and whatnot. So anyway, with that, guys, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Thanks.